To my content alignment summary for SellMyApp.com. So here's just a capture, as we all know, of the website and the various apps that can be sold. So just a quick introduction of what this alignment summary is going to be. It's basically going to involve a quick analysis of the target audience, the current content and messaging, and then some competitive analysis of what the competition is doing with their content to meet their business objectives. Um, so just as a quick summary, as we all know, our business objective is to be the #1 marketplace that where people can buy and sell apps. So kind of looking into the competition and seeing what everyone else is doing so we can get back into that #1 spot. Okay, so a quick summary based on what I found in this content analysis and audit. So some of the main challenge areas were that the content wasn't structured correctly on the page. It required a lot of scrolling and not easy navigation, as well as some cryptic text was seen in the labeling of information, as well as blog post titles. And there was little information for basic users on the site. I know we tailor our audience to a variety of skill sets and skill levels, so kind of incorporating more of the explanatory details based on the account type would be very helpful. And some areas of opportunity I found were to be able to use some more filter options. I know we do have content filters for each application, but kind of having the user be able to choose those rather than scrolling through the page, like I mentioned, incorporating more of those compelling user stories. As we know, one of our objectives is to kind of get the users, get new users as well as our existing users to make more purchases. Um, and then using the drip campaigning as Chupa Mobile, the case study suggested, which we have not done yet. Okay, so moving on, I just dove into more of our business objectives, like getting users to make product purchases, turning the users who only use the free account into long-term product purchasers, and increasing our brand awareness. So obviously with our brand, we want people to be buying and selling apps, but we do want them to know that we are there to help them. We want them to build their skill levels and kind of not just copy something, but actually create a successful product out of it. So looking at our audience, I divided that into primary, secondary, and tertiary. Our primary audience is the people who are new app entrepreneurs as well as the skilled developers. And our secondary audience is our account users who have only been using a free account and we need them to transfer over into buying products and making multiple purchases, as well as our customers who've made a purchase once and haven't again, and we need them to come back. Going into those details. So as far as our current content go, there's a lot of content, and like I mentioned in the challenge and opportunity areas, there are many areas to focus on. I think there's a lot of trouble with the cryptic mannerisms, and we need to be using some keywords to be hooking in our new users and new buyers into this process. So the majority of the content is image-based with visuals, which is great. And as you can see here, looking at the competition, I know Flippa did a really good job of incorporating some text copy content as well as imagery on their homepage, which we are lacking. You have to click on the image to find out more information. So if we could kind of show some of that to people off the bat, more of that, users might be more inclined to click on it and then make a purchase. As well as I enjoyed this feature of a forum from Codester, which allowed users to collaborate with each other, which again gives the need of the personal aspect for the user. So all in all, how we're doing a good job of aligning is that we are inviting all skill levels, as we've always mentioned with our brand message, and we are offering those free accounts and free services up until we say, hey, you need these exclusive services, they need to be purchased. So kind of going from there and making those purchases happen. So how we aren't aligning with our objectives is that we don't have any personal experience stories. We only incorporate a couple reviews into this. So this definitely needs to be changed. As well as our brand message is mostly hidden. We need more of a text content, whether it be weekly blog posts updating what we're doing within the company, or just different sections on the page, like an about section about who we are and what we do. So some of my main content ideas are to incorporate user experience blog posts that are released every so often so they can highlight some users and their experience. And this will mostly be an area of inspiration so people can look into what other people are doing with their app purchases and they will be more inclined to make a purchase themselves and have a success story. Another example, which Codester was doing as well, was the feedback and advice forum. So users can actually interact with each other, say, hey, I'm thinking about purchasing this app. What do you guys think? Here's my idea. I have some questions. Kind of just giving the conversation going and flowing, and more people will be more inclined to talk with each other and make purchases. And as well as another idea is to have a blog post laying out the steps of processes. So I know we do have some scenarios about how to make an app and how to get started and everything. But I think if we incorporated more blog posts and stuff about how to sell your app, how to use the code once it's purchased, etc. So really gearing these posts towards the beginning users will help these users be more inclined to know that when they do make the purchase, they will have support and help after that's completed. So those are the main alignment recommendations as of now.